So in this file processor class, we may want to perform different kinds of processing depending on the file type and the file's extension. So for example, what we could do in the file processor here is add a method called processTextFile, which takes the path to the in-progress file as a parameter. This method will be responsible for processing text files. For the moment here, we're just going to output some text telling us that we're processing the text file. We're actually going to perform the reading and processing later in the course. So once we've moved the file to the in-progress directory, we can examine the file name extension to determine how that file needs to be processed. So the first thing we want to do is determine the type of file that we're processing. We'll start off here by declaring a variable of type string called extension, and we're once again going to make use of the path class, and this time call the getExtension method. This method will return the file name extension, including the period. So for example, for a text file, this would return .txt. As a parameter, we need to specify the file name. So for example here, we could just use the input file path property, which contains the full path to the input file, including the file name and extension. So now we've got the file name extension, we can decide how to process the file. Here I'm just going to do this using a switch statement. So in this case, if the file name extension is .txt, we're going to call the processTextFile method that we just added, and into this method pass the path to the in-progress file. And if the type of the file is not currently supported, we're just going to output a message here saying that this is an unsupported file type. Let's just build this to check we haven't introduced any errors, and the build succeeds. And if we head back to File Explorer, what we're going to do is come back to the root directory here. We're going to delete the backup and processing directories, and check we've got data1.txt, and now we can once again run the application. Once again, we can see that we've moved the file to the in-processing directory here, and now we've recognized that this is a text file, and we're beginning the text file processing. So that's how you can get the extension for a file name using the path.getExtension method. Let's see next at how we can actually change the extension of a file name.